Went in there, started taking the test, got to question 75, answered that question, then question 76 came up. 75 became 76, 76 became 77, 77 became 78, 78 became 79, 79 became 80, 80 became 90, 90 became 100, 100 became 110. Now I'm sitting here like, damn, like that's crazy, cuz. I'm sitting here question 100, question 110, 115? That's crazy. Long story short, I get all the way to question 145, which is the last question of the exam. Coming out the test, I felt a little bit uneasy. I felt a little bit indifferent. I know what 145 meant for me. When you get to question 145, that basically means that the computer was not able to determine that you passed the exam with 95% confidence. Scores. Go. Yes. Go. All right. All right, so now I'm on my way to Chipotle. Go pick up my food. Feel me? Low key, I didn't even order my food. Let me order my food real quick. Good to go. Got my thing on DoorDash. One of the reasons why I wanted to make this vlog is to kind of update y'all a little bit on how life has been going for me. So quick little update. As most of you guys know, maybe some of you don't, I graduated nursing school in December, early December last year. And ever since then, it's really been a whirlwind of the past couple of months. Like it's really been, like I've just been living life. Like I really just been doing things that I really haven't been able to do since I started nursing school. Being able to, you know, hang out with my friends and chill and just vibe and just relax for a little bit. Like I haven't had a time since honestly COVID where I've just been able to relax and wind down and just sit back and, you know, kind of take some time to myself, you know, get myself right, because I already know the grind about to start right back up pretty soon. As y'all know, late December, I went to Atlanta for like a week, came back from Atlanta, had about 3 weeks in between before my trip to Cabo. Part of me wanted to take the NCLEX during those 3 weeks, but I knew I wouldn't have prepared myself enough to get myself ready to take the NCLEX before I left for Cabo. So I just figured I'd do that. I'd handle that after I get back from my trip, which is what I did. Came back from Cabo on the 18th, 19th, I don't remember when. Came back from Cabo, thought I was gonna be able to lock in, sit down, and just really focus on, you know, getting myself ready for the NCLEX. And to be honest with you, that was not the reality. I had many moments where I just wasn't focused. I was distracted. I was unmotivated. I was discouraged. And that's okay. You know, when you're going through a series of obstacles, a series of tribulations, where you know the task in front of you is very difficult, it's hard to really lock in and focus, because all your mind wants to do is, you know, focus on all the other things that brings you pleasure in life and brings you joy. You don't want to focus on the things that's really hard to achieve, really hard to maintain. So I suffered a lot of periods of just feeling unmotivated, feeling I just didn't want to do what I had to do. But part of what got me on the right track per se, like every time I got myself in a situation where I didn't want to do it, I didn't want to focus, I didn't want to take the time and study, I just thought about the end goal. You know, I thought about where I wanted to be, what I wanted to do. In life, you just want to make sure you surround yourself with short-term goals, long-term goals. You always want to tell yourself, what's your end goal? What is your reason for crossing this bridge or for achieving this obstacle, achieving this milestone? What is getting you through You know, as long as you have an end goal in mind and you have a, you know, a purpose for why you need to do what you need to do, you know, that can go a long way from achieving your goals and achieving your dreams. So that's what I did. Amongst other things, I had a, you know, a great group of people. I only told a few people, like a select few people, that I was taking the NCLEX the day I decided to take it. I ended up switching the day of my NCLEX because I didn't feel ready. I didn't feel like I was at the point where I felt like comfortable enough to pass the exam. I was supposed to take it on February 2nd. I didn't feel like I was at a point where I felt like I could pass the exam. So I ended up switching the date from the 2nd to the 16th. And I really took those 2 weeks and I just stayed focused, locked in, try to do at least 50 to 75 questions a day. Day of my test, well, the day before my test, I kind of just relaxed. I didn't really do too much. Actually, I did do a little bit of studying. I definitely did about 75 questions. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Did 75 questions. Then I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm not gonna look at this no more. I'm gonna just chill, relax, take my mind off things. I had a small group of friends, shout out to y'all, y'all know who I'm talking about, that, you know, had a little bit of a prayer meeting with me and, you know, prayed for me and just really spoke life into me for my test the next day. Big shout out to them. You know, they really held me down throughout this entire process, and you know, I'm just grateful for them, for real. Went to bed mad early that night, woke up the next morning, got myself ready, you know what I'm saying, and it was time to go. I had on motivational clothing on, shout out to Intrinsic, always getting me right, you feel me? Went in there, started taking the test, long story short, got to question 75. Everybody knows, for all my nursing people out there, those are the points in the test where the test can shut off at any point. So I ended up getting to question 75, answered that question. At that point, I felt pretty confident about, you know what I'm saying, about how I thought I was doing. Got to question 75, answered that question, then question 76 came up. That's crazy, Nova. So yeah, I got to question 75. 75 became 76. 76 became 77. 77 became 78. 78 became 79. 79 became 80. 80 became 90. 90 became 100. 100 became 110. Now I'm sitting here like, damn, like that's crazy, cuz. Now I'm sitting here thinking I'm about to finish this exam in like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, give or take. I'm sitting here question 100, question 110, 115. That's crazy. So I get to question 115, 120. The computer's prompting me if I wanted to take a break. No, I don't want to take a break. I just want to get out of here. Long story short, I get all the way to question 145, which is the last question of the exam. Get to question 140. I felt really good about the last 10, 15 questions of the exam. Like, I felt really good about it. And then that was it, you know? That was the end of the test. Coming out the test, I felt a little bit uneasy. I felt a little bit indifferent. I know what 145 meant for me. When you get to question 145, that basically means that the computer was not able to determine that you passed the exam with 95% confidence. So by that measure, the final predictor goes to a basically like a computerized generated like final estimate. Like at that point the computer decides whether you passed or not. But for me, I know the computer wasn't deciding on my behalf. That was God. That was God on my side, interceding on my behalf. He was the determination of whether I passed or failed. And so by that measure, I was chilling. Obviously, you know, the nerves were still sticking to me. So it's like, damn, did I really pass or not? But 2 days later, I ended up getting that pass. You know what I'm saying? I ended up getting that pass. I passed at 145. So for all my nursing people out there that are about to graduate or that are planning on taking the NCLEX soon, don't matter whether you got the 75, 85, 95, 105, 115, 125, 135, or 145. It doesn't matter. You will get that pass. When you're in that exam room, just take a deep breath. You've already got to the hardest part. You've already got to the hardest part of the process. You're present. You made it to the exam. You're in the testing room. At this point, there's nothing to lose. You're already here. You can't go back. You've done the preparation. You've put in the work. You've put in the time. You've put in the energy throughout your entire nursing school process, your entire nursing school career. At this point, look at Nova just chilling. At this point, just try your best. Answer each question to the best of your ability. Read each question, understand each question, read each answer, understand each answer. Take your time, breathe, contain yourself, maintain a level of composure, and you're gonna be good to go, I promise you. I promise you. You heard it from here first. Right now, I gotta get some food because I've been chatting crazy. OD, I've been chatting. And Nova hungry too. Nova, you ready to go get something to eat? Huh? Novi! Nova, focus on the people outside. Come on, Nova, let's go. Let's go, Nova. Catch on a little bit. Oh, let's go, Nova.